Well, Mardi Gras celebrations continuing in downtown Mobile this morning. A special visitor to Mobile's carnival made its way up the ship channel.
Yes, the USS Gravely is here for Mardi Gras. Fox 10 News was the only crew on board the ship as she made her arrival. Michael Brannon went along for the ride. Michael, how was it?
It was, let me first say, it was absolutely awesome. It was an experience I will never forget. These men and women, many of them have been away from their families, some for more than a year. The USS Gravely just returned stateside from a tour in the eastern Mediterranean, and now it comes to the port city as Mobile's 2014 Mardi Gras ship. And let me tell you, these men and women on board, they couldn't be more excited. It started early Friday morning on Dauphin Island. Our voyage to the USS Gravely, coming to the port city for Mardi Gras.
Welcome aboard.
Once on board, 8 miles offshore south of Mobile Bay, the Gravely made her way into the ship channel, where she paused for a brief remembrance of the USS Tecumseh. The U.S. Navy Civil War ship sunk during the Battle of Mobile Bay, killing 94 men on board. Onward into the bay she went, toward her destination of the Alabama State Docks. For several days, around 300 men and women of the U.S. Navy aboard the USS Gravely will be in Mobile to explore all Mardi Gras has to offer.
It's a privilege for the crew to come here and enjoy the festivities and help celebrate Mardi Gras with the great city of Mobile.
Chief Damon Barker is from Alabama, and he's happy to be back in his home state. He also has a special connection to the ship. The Gravely was named after the first African-American admiral of the Navy, Samuel L. Gravely, Jr.
It is quite an honor. Being in 21 years now, it's the first vessel I've served on that I can have a sense of pride with the namesake of the ship, because Admiral Gravely was a groundbreaking person and he helped usher in a lot of changes, and it's quite an honor to be on board.
Ensign Matthew LUTZ is from Norfolk, Virginia. He's been serving on the Gravely for 2 weeks and is coming to Mobile for the first time.
This is my first time in Alabama. I'm very excited to be here. Looking forward to learning, the city's history, learning about the traditions and culture of the Mardi Gras celebration.
But none are more excited than the men and women who are from Alabama or have family here, like culinary specialist second class Emily BAIRD.
I get to come back every couple of years or so, and I'm very excited about being here. This is a second home to me, and I'm very excited to see my family and very excited to enjoy the Mardi Gras festivities.
And E1 Corey Pate.
Returning home is fantastic. Being home for Mardi Gras and just being here and seeing all the friendly faces and the familiar sights, it's great. I used to come down here in Gulf Shores, Mobile area all the time for spring break as high school, so it's just like, oh man, coming back home port, greatest feeling in the world to be back.
Back in Sweet Home, Alabama. Now, the USS Gravely will be here for the next 5 days here as Mardi Gras continues throughout next week. And because of security reasons, tours are not being offered on the ship. But please don't let that stop you. If you see any of these men and women who are out on the streets in a Navy uniform, be sure to stop by, say hello, and thank them for their service. They appreciate it very much. Reporting in downtown Mobile, Michael Brannon, Fox 10 News.
You're right, Michael. They appreciate the thanks. And we want to thank you for all those pictures you've been putting out on Instagram, the behind-the-scenes look.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you've got a lot of parades happening tonight. The crew of Columbus taking over